I know some of y'all were forced to be here tonight, and that's okay. But I hope that while you were here, I got you thinking about a couple things. Let me read you this, because I know some of y'all have to go. Are the Tigers on? Because that is no reason to leave me. Now, I don't even think the Tigers could beat the Lions. Are you ready? No? All right. The cock crow. Oh, I got to tell you this. I wrote this right after we came in off a strike one time. And I was one of the strike leaders. And I led from my heart because I thought it was the right thing to do. And I did. Okay? So we came back in, and shortly after we came in, I wrote this and delivered it at a piece. It's very short, so just listen. Are you ready? The cock crows tomorrow at 6:33, and I have been looking for civility for several years. On the playground, the children chant, U-G-L-Y, you don't have an alibi, you ugly. Yeah, yeah, you ugly. A 7-year-old claimed that pimping ain't easy. I was looking for civility, but I found children who told their parents to shut up, and parents who shut up. School children who played hide and go seek with real killers, teenage boogeymen, and journalists who stuck microphones near the faces of grieving mothers and asked, how does it feel to lose your daughter? Tell our viewers how it feels. Like Jeremiah from the Old Testament, I desperately needed to find righteous people. A man in the airport, my brother, born of different parents, wore a shirt that read, bitch, don't make me pull an OJ on you. I told him to take it off. It gives offense. He said, mind your own business. I said, it is my business, brother. He said, shut up. I said, injustice anywhere. And by the way, I talk like this. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And from his mouth came an F train. You flipping, flying, fat, freaking, flat, fainting, fake, freaking, flaky, French refrigerator. The airport security guard told me that I talk funny and I was disruptive. I went looking for civility. A female student belched loud and long like a horn announcing the arrival of royalty, coarse and vulgar like the frat boys at Animal House. And from the back of the room, a male voice yelled, good one. And the class erupted in laughter. I have students who come to class late with cell phones ringing, no books, no pencils, leaving warm beds to sleep in my class, demanding, asserting their right to not know, not sacrifice, not commune, demanding their customers' rights, legs open, minds closed, lips profane, leaving early like I used to. Rudeness is a lack of respect for others. It is selfishness, and the man in my mirror is victim and offender. And I went looking for civility. I found supervisors who walk out during employees' presentations, office managers who find their perfect orgasm with pink slips, workers angry, disgusted, caressing and nursing that bitter pill, been wronged, knowing it, showing it, uncivilly fighting incivility, disgruntled workers who spit in Big Brother's soup, not metaphorically, and everywhere I hear the chorus, what about me? What about mine? It is easy to see incivility in others. At D&W, an elderly man picks his nose, a teenager talks on her cell phone, a woman cuts in line, and a boy makes a sandwich with the store's food. At the office, a man with bad breath, Marlboros and coffee wants to tell me a secret. Gossip that tears down. I want to hear. At church, the preacher reminisces that he grew up in a family without Christians, a Catholic aunt and uncle, but no Christians. A colleague forwards blonde jokes. The doctor's late for an appointment he made with me. On the television talk show, guests fight and curse and degrade themselves, their families, and us for their 15 minutes. And I watch. Politicians say suck on the Senate floor. Police pro rears with batons. Kanye sings about gold diggers and broke niggas. Ann Coulter threatens ragheads talk tough. Ragheads face consequences. William Bennett rids America of crime by ridding America of black babies, theoretically. Where is civility? If you say good morning, how are you, have a pleasant day, and then use your position to hurt others, that is not civility, that is hypocrisy. Not cursing does not make one civil. If a man never says the S word, but treats people like the S word, he is a hypocrite, and he makes my stomach hurt. A man threw a cup from his car window. Another parked in a handicapped zone. Another stopped his car in the middle of the road to talk. Another cut through a parking lot to avoid a traffic light. Then yelled to a woman, "Hey girl, give me that sweater." I found road rage, horns blaring, middle fingers waving, fists flailing, criminal trial dates. And then I found something else. I lectured to Philip Middleton's class. I took his students to the Jim Crow Museum. I showed them the ugliness, the mammy, the sample, the pickaninny, the caricatured sores foisted on us, the propaganda directed against us. I showed it all. And we went deep, deeper than ever, deeper than I meant to go. After 3 hours, they had left, all but two, a young black woman and a middle-aged white man. The woman sat paralyzed, transfixed and stunned before a picture of nude black children. At the bottom of the picture were these words, "alligator bait." She sat there watching it, trying to understand the hands that had made it, the mind that had conceived it. She didn't say a word, but her eyes, her frown, the hand and her forehead all said, "Why, sweet Jesus, why?" This story is really about the white man. He stopped staring at the items and instead stared at me. He was crying, not a sob, a single tear stream, no. I wanted to say something, to be the teacher, the make it right teacher, the master teacher. Before I could fix it, he said, "I am sorry, Mr. Pilgrim, forgive me." All of my years of collecting racist garbage, I never realized how much I needed to hear some white person, any sincere white person say, "I am sorry." Not because it was the politically right thing to do, the hell with that. And not because it seemed like the socially right thing to do, no. I needed a real apology, not a religious apology, nor a liberal one, just a real one. The kind of apology where both people know that they won't be the same afterwards. I explained to him that he didn't make the object, therefore he didn't owe me an apology. On the way home to Rockford, I cried. It was the first time I cried about the objects in the Jim Crow Museum. It sounds corny, but I cried like someone had died, like someone had been born. Cleansed myself of white people's hatred with a white stranger's tears. And then I knew what civility was. Civility is treating others with respect. It is sharing pain. It is being broken down, then put together again. Not haughty, not proudful, but humble servitude. Civility is more than enduring others. It is this: whatsoever you would that others do unto you, do that unto them. And now I ask you to do me a favor. Before the cock crows again, tell someone not me, that you are sorry. Not about an abstraction, not about a deed done by others, but say you are sorry about something that you did, some wrong that you did. And when you say it, mean it. Say it with a sincerity that changes two lives. That is civility. A commitment to social justice and social activism ought to begin with our everyday relationships. I want to thank you all for coming out, and Mr. Secretary.